Hello students, welcome back to today's social studies class, 7th class, chapter 3, tanks and groundwater. In the last class I have explained you how the different rocks and groundwater in Telangana. So let us see in this picture. Last time I have not shown you this picture. Here this picture gives you the clear idea about the rocks and water below the ground level. You can observe here the upper top soil is ground level. This is, and here you can see here weathered rocks. These weathered rocks have cracks between them, which stores the underground water in them, and it is also useful for the wells to be filled with the water. So these have, you can observe these gaps which are filled with the water, and these are previous rocks. I have explained you what are previous rocks and imprevious rocks in the last class. And here you can see hard granite. Hard granite is nothing but it is an imprevious rock which doesn't allow the water move, means from here if there is any big crack then only the water can move, but maximum it doesn't allow the water to go beneath this. But since these layer of cracks in the rocks which allows the water to accumulate here, so this place also have water stored in the underground. Here also it is hard granite. Do you think this imprevious rocks are also important for the storage of water under the ground? Yes, both this previous and imprevious rocks are very important for the accumulation of water under the ground. So if you have this textbook, you can just have a clear view about this layers of the land, layers of the soil. Okay, we have done with this. Now recharging groundwater. We keep on using the water in the form of either wells or bore wells, or in the form of tanks. We are using the water, but are we finding the process to recharge them? In the last class I have shown a video about the this Manavuru Manacheru project started by Telangana government to just maintain the tanks in the entire Telangana state in different villages, so that this tank water can be utilized by the farmers for irrigation and for many purposes like improving the soil quality of the fields by digging the tank silt and using it as the top layer for the different fields, and the quality is being tested. So the video has given you the clear idea how the recharge of the water done for the tanks. In the same way, when we are using the underground water, it is very important to recharge the groundwater. So you may have doubt, how can we recharge? As we recharge our phone, then only we can use it. If the phone is not recharged, can we use the phone? It will be switched off. The same thing happens with the underground water also. If we are not going to take care about the recharging of the water, then how the underground water can be recharged? There are many ways. The first major important way is maintaining the vegetation over the soil. So as we know, for example, if we pour mud on one sheet on paper and pour water, it is drain away. Since there are any bunds or vegetation on the land, the roots of the grass, the roots of the plants and trees help the soil to percolate, absorb the water under the ground, and maintains the level of underground water. If since the deforestation, we can observe many of the large trees have been removed from the land, and where the roots doesn't have the grip to absorb the soil. So vegetation is one of the most important aspect for the improvement of groundwater. So see that as many as plants you can grow around your houses, and wherever it is possible possible, please take the help of the surrounding government related officers, take their permission and see that maximum trees can be grown in our surroundings so that we cannot face the problem of lack or very less of groundwater. So let us see how the government have taken one of the action along with the Manavuru Manacherku. The government has also taken one more project called Harita Haram, which encourage the people to grow more plants and take care of the plant. It is very important for every citizen to take care of at least one big tree which can take a large part of area for percolation of the rainwater, which will maintain the stability of the underground water usage. So let us see one of the video how the government have encouraged the people to plant more plants in the surroundings.
The forests of the state are subjected to immense biotic pressure leading to their degradation. There is an urgent need to treat and nurture the forest areas. In Nizamabad, we have 9 constituencies, 36 mandals and 718 gram panchayats. The geographical area of the Nizamabad district is 7.95 lakh hectares.
తెలంగాణకు హరితహారం అని చెప్పి మనం చాలా పెద్ద ప్రోగ్రామ్ తీసుకున్నాం. రాబోయే 3 సంవత్సరాలకు 230 కోట్ల మొక్కలు మనం నాటాలి.
In Nizamabad, village-wise, mandal-wise, district-wise areas and nurseries have been identified.
ఇక్కడ పిలుస్తున్నటువంటి నర్సరీ మన తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలోనే అతిపెద్ద నర్సరీ. 411 నర్సరీలలో 3,55,00,000 మొక్కల్ని పెంచుతున్నాం.
Telangana Harita Haram program covers forest area, avenue plantation, barren hill afforestation, institutional plantations, homestead plantations, agroforestry, tank foreshore, canal bank, river bank and rivulets, green panchayats, creation of Smriti Vanams, planting in urban residential colonies which will be taken up.
మన నిజామాబాద్ జిల్లాని హరితవనంగా మార్చడానికి హరితహారం కార్యక్రమం కింద 13 మొక్కలు నాటడానికి మనం సిద్ధంగా ఉన్నాం. నిజామాబాద్ ప్రజలందరూ కూడా గ్రామ పంచాయతీ వారీగా ప్రణాళిక తయారు చేస్తూ మనందరం కలిసి ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని సక్సెస్ చేద్దాం.
This is your movement. Let's join hands to come together and make our Telangana, our Nizamabad green.
రాష్ట్రం ఒక అద్భుతమైన హరిత వనంగా తయారైంది. చేద్దాం, మీరు పెద్ద పాత్ర పోషించాలి.
హరితారం హరితారం హరితారం. నేను ఈ సంవత్సరం ఖచ్చితంగా చెట్లను నాటుతున్నా. మీరు
So see how the people are encouraged to grow more plants and trees in their surroundings. Not only Nizamabad, every state should take this responsibility to grow more plants for the percolation of rainwater and improvement in the groundwater. You can see even you can observe here vegetation or bunds. Even what are these bunds? Bunds are the kind of a soil. It is made with soil or stones where the water can be stored for a long period of time and it cannot overflow into the different places and it stops the flow of the water and let the water to percolate and improve the groundwater level. So bunds are also important. Then there is a greater possibility of percolation. So we have to see the maximum water which falls for the 3 months of the entire year and which is being used for the entire year but only recharged for 3 months. So it is our responsibility to see that the maximum water is percolated and stored in the form of underground water. Our generations have been using the water which is given by our ancestors. Now it is our responsibility generation. So let us start our preserving of the water with the help of Haritaharam. Let's grow plants and see that maximum water is not drained and it is properly percolated and is preserved in the underground. So here we can see into the soil and to join the groundwater. Grass on the hills. What happens even on the grass on the hills, even that help a lot to slow down the flow of the water, and sometimes the water is preserved in small streams, natural streams on the mountains also. They can utilize the water in the form of natural springs also. From where a stream starts, so check dams are also built across a stream. So these are the different processes through which we can recharge the groundwater. Now quality of water, quality of groundwater. The water that we use is not the same in all the places. We can see minerals which are dissolved in the groundwater from the rocks and the soil underneath. When the underground water is percolated, it is dissolved in the soil and the rocks, and it also absorbs the minerals which are there in the soil and water. So we can observe a high quantity of minerals in the water. We can observe here certain minerals like sodium, chloride, iron and nitrate, and there are other different minerals are also present in the underground water, which is not good for our health. Certain minerals like sodium, fluoride and chloride causes diseases, affect our bones and teeth. You can observe one of the picture which shows a woman who is facing a disease due to the excess presentation of a fluoride in the water. So now use of groundwater. So groundwater is used by different factories, farmers. So it is our responsibility to recharge the groundwater. What are the uses of groundwater? Some of them dig deep tube wells which cause a further decline in the water level. So government should observe that the borewell depth should be measured everywhere so that everyone gets the equal amount of water. Some people they dig very deep and they utilize the maximum underground water. As a result, the well in the neighborhoods are going dry. Uses unless we use the groundwater as a common resource and is in a restrained manner. So restraint should be maintained, can be ensured that everyone is able to benefit from them. So today's generation has received water from the past generations. So as I told you, it is our responsibility to carry this for the further generations with the complete fulfillment of all the resources. So now I have done with this lesson. Here you can observe the keywords already which we have used. Here previous rocks means which have the gaps in between them and which absorb the water. In previous rock which doesn't allow, if until and unless there is a big crack, in previous rocks doesn't allow the water to go inside and percolate. Vegetation means the kind of plants which are grown in a particular place is known as vegetation. And aquifer is we can say a place where water is found under the groundwater. So megaliths age are at that time, at this age of a megalithic age, the people used to arrange the rocks without the help of a cement and any other liquid which is used to attach to stones. So that age is known as megalithic age. Thank you. We have completed with this lesson. I hope you will read these lessons once and twice and try to answer all the question and answer which are in between the lesson and at the end of lesson. Keep on reading the lesson and write the answers of your own. Thank you.